My name is Billie Eilish.
Billie Eilish.
My name is Bilie Eilish. This is getting out of hand. I am Bilie Eilish. I'm doing this shit till I'm 90, so get ready for it.
I think it's October 18th, 2017.
It's October 18th, 2018.
October 18th, 2019. October 18th, 2020.
I'm 15.
I'm 16.
I'm 17. I'm 18.
I have 257,000.
I have 6.3 million.
40.7 million. 67.5 million. Where are these people coming from? Like, that's my question.
The most followed person that follows me is Chloe Grace Moretz.
Katy Perry, maybe?
Justin Bieber. Ariana Grande. My baby. With 204 million followers.
It's a picture of me and Charlie XCX.
Isn't it the one about me smiling?
10 million?
That's a lot.
5 Grammys. Won 5 Grammys.
Wow, I will be 18.
I never thought I'd be 18.
Hopefully I look fly.
What is that quote? Will I have accepted the things I cannot change? And will I have changed the things that I cannot accept? It's a good thing to think about. What changes, you know? What endings, what new beginnings? Oh gosh, that did not age well. Girl, please. Talk about what's gonna change, what's gonna be different in a year. Your whole life will have gone. But not just you, everyone, because coronavirus. Definitely not where I thought that I would be currently, but I'm also not mad at it. I'm very, very lucky to have had this year play out the way it did, because for a lot of people it was literal hell, and I am very aware that I have been pretty blessed for the fortune that I've had this year, even though the year has sucked. It's still, you know, whatever. We're alive still, you know?
I don't know. The thing is, like, I don't really have any free time, but then I also kind of, it's weird, I contradict myself because I kind of don't really like having a day off because I get off the hustle. I get out of the groove, you know? I get out of, like, my vibe. I hope whatever amount of off days I want next year, I get. Like, if I want 100 off days next year, I hope I get that. I hope I'm listened to. That's basically it.
I really said 100 days. 100 days, I said. Oh, bitch, you got what you wished for. You happy? You happy? Cause, damn. This is the most amount of time off that I've had in, 5 years now. I think that goes for a lot of people, but that was even true for like the first month of quarantine. We had 3 weeks off and I was like, wow, this is the most time off I've ever had. I can't believe it. It's so great. It's like a free vacation and we'll go right back out on tour in a week and we'll be fine. And clearly we were all wrong with that and we look like clowns now. But I will say I have made and created things that I don't think I ever would have created without this period of time. This amount of time and this just life itself. I would like things to be normal though, again, I would like that. But I will say that I'm grateful for what it's given me. I really wanted to go on that world tour. We started it, got 3 shows in, canceled, flew back home. I really wanted to get a Lamborghini. Better have a Lamborghini. It's not that I couldn't have, there were so many other things that were so much more important. There's more people to give that money to. There's way, way more, and I cannot stress it enough, way more important things going on than a fucking Lamborghini. So, the one thing I have now that I did not have a year ago is my little pooch puppy Shark. Shark, come here. This is Shark. My son. He is so silly. Oh, he's wagging his tail. This is Shark. Didn't have him a year ago because he's only 8 months old. All right, I'll let you go, bud. You. The people that support me, my fans, which I don't like to call fans, my family, Finishing this album
and doing the most crazy shows I'm capable of doing in the next month.
Maintaining my happiness, which I've been experiencing for like the first time in many years. I want to stay happy. That's a big goal for me.
So cute. I love that those are all very genuine. Those were 100% what I was feeling very strongly. It's so weird, like, what we take for granted. Like, I would never have thought that I wouldn't be able to do shows one day, you know? So much time spent, me dreading tour, dreading press, dreading this, dreading that. And, like, I had no idea that I was dreading something that I would one day not even be legally allowed to do. Like, that's what's crazy to me. The shows are, like, the one thing that I feel like I've ever been good at. I know that sounds stupid, but it's like the only thing I've ever done that made me feel like I belonged. Maybe it's cliche, I don't know. Lord, keeping my family safe and, you know, staying up. There isn't much else to do right now. Everything matters differently now than a year ago. Honestly, everything. I really can't even think of one thing. Like, all the things that I felt like mattered most a year ago matter less. All the things I felt like mattered the least a year ago matter more. I learned so much more about just the way people are living that I wasn't aware of. Climate crisis and social injustices and, you know, kind of all the bad things. And I think made me think differently. It's not like I wasn't aware, I just learned more and thought about it differently and, you know, was more open to learning. And it's been a crazy year.
People think I'm pregnant. A lot of people thought I was pregnant for a second.
That I sold my soul to Satan.
There's this picture of me like running from my car to my brother's front door on like 110-degree day in a tank top, and everyone's like, damn, Billie got fat. I'm like, nope, this is just how I look. You've just never seen it before. So that's like the most current one, but whatever. I don't know. I think that's not really for me to decide. I think, yeah. The reason people are looking up to you is because you're you. They're not looking up to you so that you'll tell them something that you would never actually tell them. They're looking up to you so that you tell them something that you would tell them yourself. So I love having kids relate to me and tell me that I make them feel comfortable in their bodies. Like that, if I can do anything, I want to do that. So
it's really hard to talk about my life and have it not sound like I'm bragging.
Sometimes I'll catch myself in a conversation with someone acting like I'm in an interview. And in interviews, you're trained to talk about yourself and not ask the other person about themselves. And so I'll catch myself in conversations where I'm like, shit, like I'm being interviewed. I'm acting like I'm being interviewed instead of acting like I'm talking to a human being.
Such a good point. I will never stop talking about that. I'm glad that I was definitely aware of it a year ago. I feel so much better about it now. I was so insecure about where I was, so I felt like I was always having to prove, like, what I did and what I do and, like, who I am and whatever. But something about it getting bigger and bigger makes me almost more comfortable not proving myself. For a while now, I've been really having an identity crisis a little. I think it was December. I did some like radio show performance, and the entire show I felt like I was pretending to be Billie Eilish. Like I completely wasn't looking at myself as myself. I was just like totally seeing it from not my own perspective, and it was so weird. Happened multiple times at like award shows and whatever. I felt like a parody of myself. I've felt a little bit better about it lately. It's just like you forget, like I'm literally 18. It's funny that I'm expected to have found myself and stick with it. You know, it's like, you know, I'm trying different things out. I'm trying different ways of living and styles and personalities and, you know, hairstyles and clothing and shoes, and like I'm just trying it all out because I'm like a growing fucking girl. I've definitely had like moments of like reaching out to a couple people, but every time I do it, I kind of like stop myself because I'm like, this is so weird. You know, I've had some conversations with Bieber about this where we just, you know, talk about the craziness of our lives and whatever. Like, Ariana's been really cool about stuff. Those are some people that I feel like have really shown me support and, like, you know, even like Katy Perry told me that I could reach out to her whenever and talk about it because it's crazy. And, you know, that's really important and I think it's good. Gaga has said it to me before. It's, you know, it's nice to hear from people that, like, have gone through this and know what it's like and went through the shit of it and went through the amazing parts of it. And it's, like, it's nice to hear people with me. But at the same time, like, no matter, like, how many people are there for you and have gone through similar things, it's like, nothing ever happens twice.
A tattoo, maybe? No face tattoos. The only two tattoos I want to get are the ones that barely anyone could see.
I did get a tattoo. But you won't ever see it. I did what I said I'd do. What you expect?
Okay, well, I looked at my phone. That's what I did this morning when I woke up. I looked at my phone. I think I made myself a burrito for breakfast with a gluten-free tortilla.
I woke up and then pooped. That's what I did.
Hey, it's the first thing I did, dude. You asked.
I looked at my phone. That's what I did. I looked at my phone. Classic day.
Face recognition, like there's no home button. What the heck? They've made monograms crazy. What the hell is a monogram? A hologram is what I meant.
It's crazy that you can charge your phone by, like, putting it on that little disc.
Robots, dog, like, please. Robots doing stuff. Let's leave the robots in the lab. Don't let them come out here.
Honestly, the news is so bad, I can't even... Oh yeah, Beyonce had some twins, and she still looks fly. Kehlani's pregnant.
Greta Thunberg, honestly, she's been fucking kicking people's ass.
Literally that Trump might lose, like, that's it. And that's not even a guarantee. I guess a positive thing would be that a lot of people that say that they've never voted are voting for the first time. That is huge news. We have hope, at least, is what I want to say. I think that that gives us some hope. That gives us something and maybe an opportunity to get better.
I'm pretty afraid of people dying. Not me dying, but, like, the people around me dying. The people I love dying. Or being, you know, fatally injured or, you know, some sort of brain damage. It's just something that would change them drastically, or, yeah, that would really be. That's probably my biggest fear, is the people I love, like, dying.
It's tough because that, at the time, was, like, kind of an irrational fear. That was kind of just like an overthinking fear, and now it's actually a real thing to fear. Because people are losing their loved ones, and now it's, like, actually a real possibility. So it's just about staying safe. Honestly, same for a year from now, because I don't know what will have happened in a year. And that is, in itself, it's terrifying. Especially with, like, the unknown of what next year looks like.